Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are continuing with the 6th section of my civic engagement curriculum on mobilization by talking about the 16th topic on grassroots campaigning. When I began my political campaigning journey after graduating from college, it was my first time doing hands-on work in that arena, especially on a congressional campaign. I learned that campaigns require careful planning, messaging, and outreach to the community. A political campaign has to know who the main target audience is, what issues matter most to them, and how they want those issues resolved. When the campaign message resonates, people not only support it, but they also share it with their networks. That ripple effect builds a coalition of like-minded individuals who are motivated to act. Another thing that I learned is that campaigns are not just for people running for public office, but also for providing solutions to societal issues relating to housing, healthcare, education, gun violence prevention, economic opportunity, and so much more. For the grassroots leaders I met, they would strategize, set goals, decide who needs to be persuaded, and inspire their members to stay civically engaged. They empowered everyday people to believe that their voices can make a difference. So, since grassroots organizing is about bringing people together, grassroots campaigning takes us a step further by using that collective power to hold officials accountable and push for change through specific strategies. Let's break down how grassroots campaigning works. To start things off, you need to develop a strategic plan. When it comes to choosing an issue as an organization, you need to see if it aligns with your long-term goals and mission, if it will unite or divide your members, and if you have enough resources and capacity to take it on. For example, if your organization's mission is expanding access to voting, then opposing a bill that reduces polling sites clearly fits your focus. Once you select an issue, you can form an action group to develop goals, objectives, and solutions to addressing that issue. You need to identify specific decision makers and find leverage points or handles that can influence those decision makers to go along with supporting your plans. Some examples of these handles can include positive incentives like community recognition to get them to think highly of you, use public incidents to bring urgency in addressing an issue, or using existing laws or precedents to hold officials accountable and compel them to solve an issue. Strategic thinking ensures your campaign is achievable, realistic, and compelling enough for the community to rally behind. Once you create your plan, you need to think about how you want to execute it. You want to come up with tactics which are visible actions for making people aware of your campaign. These can include petitions, rallies, sit-ins, town halls, marches, or even research and fact sheets. Effective tactics should be simple for participants to join, flexible enough to adapt, and powerful enough to apply pressure. Another thing you should be mindful of is counter tactics by decision makers who do not support your campaign. They could try to deflect, delay, deceive, divide, or deny your demands. You need to anticipate these counter tactics and prepare your responses to them, like setting deadlines on when decision makers need to give you an answer, demanding written agreements to make things binding, ensuring your members are on the same page so you maintain unity and not have them turn against each other, and escalating pressure on the decision makers when needed. Doing these things will allow you to stay focused on your objectives. As you can tell, campaigns succeed by working collectively as an organization. This means continuing to recruit people to gain more traction for your campaign, making sure the logistics are solid, and regularly assessing your organization to see what lessons you learn and what you can improve in the future. As you execute your campaign, you also need to make sure you continue to sustain your organization behind it. To sustain your organization, you need to diversify your membership, develop your leadership team, ensure your members are satisfied with being in your organization, and run effective meetings. For diversifying your membership, new members bring new energy, ideas, and resources. But they also need to feel welcomed, included, and part of the collective decision-making process. For leadership development, Strong organizations grow leaders from within. That means improving their skills in communication, trust building, and conflict resolution. It is also about making sure leadership is not monopolized by just one person, since it defeats the purpose of having a grassroots campaign being a collective effort. For membership satisfaction, morale is everything. Members who feel valued and recognized are more likely to stay engaged with the organization. That is why organizations need to recognize members for their contributions, have fair decision-making processes, an inclusive culture, and strong conflict resolution systems. For effective meetings, those are opportunities to hear ideas from members and plan campaigns. The meetings should be well planned, inclusive, and efficient. A good meeting keeps everyone on track, builds community, and motivates members to take action. Grassroots campaigning is about taking the power you have built through organizing and channeling it into action. It requires strategic planning, smart execution, and a strong organization that can sustain itself over the long run. When everyday people come together, plan effectively, and campaign strategically, they can hold officials accountable and make a lasting change. In the next video, we will wrap up the 6th section by talking about the 17th topic on running for public office. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the post notifications so you stay notified of when I post my next video. I appreciate your support. Remember, you are powerful, you are capable, and you are the changemaker our society needs. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you soon.